Hello, adventurers. My name is Maximus, and I will be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the 75th episode of Couches and Cantrips, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Bunny Dreadful, Virtual Spectre, and Moobs Like Jagger from the GG and crew. Mac will not be joining us this evening, but she'll be back next week. And for some reason in my notes, I typed Mac will not be joining us this morning, but it's definitely not morning at all.
For someone,
I guess. But she's not here tonight or in the morning. Oh, why did I write that? That threw me way off. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. And if you are watching on Twitch or YouTube, I very much thank you. But if you are on Twitch, you could also open us up on YouTube, like and subscribe over there, or vice versa, because it does help us out on both ends of the spectrum, both sides of the coin, both ends of the tube. It helps us on both ends of the tubes. So thank you all very much for tuning in to us live, but also for our podcasts, which if you haven't seen, they're everywhere podcasts are sold on Spotify, Anchor, Apple. Like I think every podcast service we're on there. We're almost up to 2,050 plays already. So thank you all so much for listening to our podcast. And it's not only episodes anymore, it's also the Out of Combat. If you don't know what Out of Combat is, well, every Thursday it releases at around noon. And that's where some of the cast talk about the previous episode, as well as anything else previously from the entire campaign. So if you want a little fun insight into what goes on in the brains of the players or me as the DM, it's a super fun little show. Nice little 20-25 minute jam-packed full of fun stuff. So yeah, I like it. It's probably my favorite format that we do of things that we do actually. Anyway.
No, I also really enjoy doing it because then we can, because normally we don't really have time to discuss things like that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so it's super fun. I like listening in on people's thought process when we go through things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we try to keep it more immersive during the game, so there's not a whole lot of time during the game to get like what the player is thinking versus like what the character is thinking, because it is different and it can be different. But anyway, aside from that, we do also have our shorts that are on YouTube as well as TikTok and everywhere else. So go watch those. Our last one hit, I think, 1,000 views on YouTube. On YouTube Shorts, so
nice.
That was pretty nice. They're funny. That's what we released. They're funny. Moves is great at editing them, and I can't believe some of the shit that y'all say. But aside from that, I'm gonna keep saying that's my new segue. Aside from that, every time in a row, I need more segues. Let me write that down. You can also check out our Patreon.
I got a segue for you.
Sure.
Hey, this is a segue. You guys should go and check out our website. You can find links to our Patreon and also our merch store where you can buy cool things like this notebook that I used to take notes on everybody's eye colors for this campaign. If I didn't have this, we wouldn't know what eye colors anybody had. We've also got mugs and shirts. What was that about Patreon, Max?
Check it out. I was in the middle of drinking there to go check it out. We release all of the podcasts early out on Patreon. We also have a tier where you get the weekly zine of Vin's. It's called Whispers, where you get some of the insights into her character and releases little tidbits out there and nice drawings. And also there's a tier that will allow you to create an NPC in my world, where I guess I will say at this point, no official, but I feel like at this point, if you become one of the platinum patrons, you're gonna be making an NPC in campaign 2 more than likely. So secrets, there's going to be a campaign 2. So
I was going to say, did you just drop that info just now?
I sure did.
Wow. You heard it here first, folks.
There will be a campaign 2, and my wheels are turning rapidly.
I've already got a character, kind of.
Do you? Well,
slightly.
We'll see about that. No, I'm kidding.
Might have to roll a new one tonight. No.
Yeah. His name is Palcan.
Palcan.
No, just Can.
Can.
Just Can.
No. It's Valcant is the new character.
But real Brad Pitt.
Yeah, the real Brad Pitt. He's
I was
more of
gonna
an
say
Antonio
codename
Banderas,
Matt
probably.
Damon. Oh yeah, it's like,
Mhm. If he's the cooler brother, anyway. Um, oh man. Anyway, I think that's all I need to talk about. Other than thank you very much for watching. And if it's your first time, or if you've forgotten, all of our alerts are silent. And I almost said but deadly, which is a totally different thing. We do see all of your follows and your subscriptions and all that fun stuff, but we take D&D extra serious. We want to do a fantastic show for you all, but we do see the support. We see it in the chat. We see it in our hearts. But without further ado, I almost said with further ado, which is the opposite of what I wanted to say. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and settle in for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with Sweet Justice returning to the city of Gordek after their delve into the ruins of Gulmaldur. They made their way to Icewatch to report back to the chieftain, Magnus Helmgrim. The party informed the Frost Giant the fate that befell their dwarven trade partners. Satisfied by their reports, Magnus dismissed the group, allowing them to go wherever they pleased in the city. From there, Sweet Justice went to speak with Zarlug Tusk of the Tusk Syndicate to return his previously lost shipment of black pearls in exchange for information about Valken's mysterious sword. Zarlug initially tried to withhold information from the group, but Valken was able to persuade him otherwise, as they had made a deal for that exact information. So Zarlug told Valken that he had previously seen this sword over 25 years ago. He described a man with sandy blonde hair wearing robes not too dissimilar to what Valken was wearing, as well as an elderly halfling woman standing at the shores of Lake Ragesh, just below the city of Gordek. He also saw the man throw that sword into the lake as they traveled south and away from the city. After fishing the sword out of the water, Zarlug was able to sell this item and jumpstart his business ventures. He also mentioned he saw the same couple of people around 15 years later. They were seen around the lake once again, looking for something in the water. Perhaps it was the sword. The pair went into Gordek and began asking sort of vague questions about the blade in the lake, but they didn't find the answers that they were seeking. When Zarlug last saw them, headed to the frozen norths towards the Moldor mountain range. Bryn used sending to attempt to get answers from Zunde about these two occurrences that were most likely her and Valken's former sensei Gin. But Zunde was purposefully tight-lipped about the situation. This led the party to go into the frozen wastes themselves to find their own answers. So far, the group has spent several days in the north, and that is where we'll begin our adventure this evening. And I believe this is after your battle with the sort of 6 or 8-legged badger creatures.
oh, that was awful.
Yeah,
you have
totally.
made it to about a day's travel from the Moldor Mountains. So, what do you do for the rest of this day?
It's the same day as when we fought them.
It is.
I mean, Bryn just wants to nap after that.
Take a short rest.
I think we should find a place to set up the Bryn's tiny hut, whatever it's called.
Sure.
Take a little rest.
What time of the day is it?
I think at this point, it's up to you, but and the time's not up to you. Sorry, I got ahead of myself in my brain. You fought these creatures around midday, so you have some traveling ahead of you. If you'd like, you can continue for the rest of your travel day and sort of set up camp like you normally do, and in the evening.
I don't know about you. I feel well rested. I could travel for a bit, but if you want to camp, we can camp.
We should travel more, and then once the sun starts going down, we can prepare for camp. We have a lot of ground to cover.
Sound good?
Okay.
But
Very
if
well.
we find Ice Lake, then Ron has to do some fishing.
I'll keep an eye open.
So you continue for the rest of the day until the sun starts to get low in the sky, which is relatively early, being in the winter. So you can set up for the night. Bryn can use her magical hut, her tiny hut, to keep you all safe from the elements and from the creatures lurking in the nights here. And on this evening, it's relatively uneventful. You're able to get your full night's rest, and it is now the 22nd of Primus. And in this point, you are in the far reaches of the north, on this continent, in the dead of winter, essentially. There is no time that it is colder than it is currently.
Eating the fish
world.
that Ron caught.
Yep, and I will say, especially for this journey, every night that you spend out here, you mark off a ration because you cannot easily find them.
How many rations should we have marked off by now?
4.
4, okay.
Yeah, but are we using those or fish?
If it's however you want to divvy up your rations, whether it's store bought or fish or other things, that's up to you.
How many?
Will the fish go bad first? You know what I mean?
I'm not worried about that. You can. Ron's an expert fisherman. He's obviously cleaned them and salted them, and
So we have pickled them in brine,
Yeah,
and they are
pickled
very
fish.
extra delicious. Yeah,
Oh, God.
very good. It is
Bryn's favorite.
food of my people.
Did we say how many days worth of fish should I catch? Should I roll for something? I guess amount wise, like meal wise.
I don't remember when you fished.
Like kind of when we had some downtime.
Yeah, we had downtime because we were next to the lake in Gordek.
How many days did you spend fishing?
I want to say 3.
Roll 3d6.
All right.
And add a +1 to each roll.
+1, so 16.
That's how many fish you got.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go through the fish first, and then the rations don't spoil, so we're good.
So you're flush with fish.
So I should. And how many days?
4. So that's all your fish.
Yeah, that's all the fish. All the fish is gone.
Oh
that
man.
was amazing.
So there you go. With that being said, it is now a new day. Who would like to roll a d10 for me?
Valkan, like.
Very well.
Oh. Okay. Let me find the spaceship.
I love that. That's the name of d10 now. Is the spaceship dice.
Can that be a T-shirt? Let me find my spaceship. And it's just a D10.
Write it down.
So hold on, let me find my spaceship. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I rolled a 9.
A 9. Okay. I need you all to roll a Constitution check with advantage.
Oh, +3 for you, get peoples. $24.
With +3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
10.
10.
Net 20 for a 26, 7, 8, 29. I am doing great.
Wowee.
This is my element. I feel like I'm back home. I'm gonna go skinny dipping in this ice water. Not a problem.
I do have shoes. Did they help me?
What do the shoes say? I've already forgotten.
If it's cold, I'm not cold.
What do they say? What do they really say?
The TLDR.
Oh my god!
They're cold, I'm not-
I have resistance to cold damage. Difficult terrain like ice or snow doesn't matter. I can tolerate temperatures as low as Negative 100 if I have winter clothes on.
So you're fine. These don't matter for you then. It's not that quite that cold
Sweet.
until you get to the mountains.
Thanks, Bryn.
All right. So all of you are fine currently. And you make your way. But on this day, the snow really starts to come down. Your movement is slowed. It is a full-on blizzard. Visibility is 5-10 feet in front of you, maybe. And it's going to last you for 5 agonizing hours.
Oh,
So this
I
trek.
thought you were gonna say days. I was freaking out.
It could be.
Buried.
Just like old times, huh, Bryn?
Yeah, this is a familiar experience for us, no? After we first met, we actually there was a blizzard. We didn't have anything to eat except for some like crackers. And I remember you told me fishing stories to keep our minds awake. I fell asleep in 2 seconds.
Crackers were so dry, Ron's mouth was just like desert sand.
Those were very bad crackers.
That sounds awful.
Well, you know, we're alive because of it, so not so bad in the grand scheme of things.
Builds character, you know? Now we have fun stories to tell about how we got trapped in blizzard and had to survive on nothing but crackers.
So are we
It's a
like,
funny story.
We're still traveling, right? We're just
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know
Yeah.
if we had like hold up somewhere.
It's up to you all. It's arduous. You have the gear for it. It's just you're moving about half as fast as you normally would, which is about half. It's about a quarter fast as normal conditions because you're already in the snow. So it's just sort of very arduous.
Can't leave
not a
them
pleasant
behind.
experience.
Okay.
I've lost some of my notes on things, but that's okay because I copied them. Perfect.
here we carry on.
Mhm.
Yep. One foot in front of the other. But boy, does it suck.
Yeah. So you make it about as far as you can. Where you were normally, you thought you were about a day from the base of the mountains. You're less than halfway there now. So you might get there at the end of the next day. So the sun's getting low. The blizzard is holding for a full 5 hours. It stops. You have maybe a couple hours left in your travel to make up some of that time.
We have
But-
the map with all the caves in the area, right?
Yep. In the mountains.
Okay. I want to start just like anytime we have downtime, be like studying maps to see like what seems like a likely place for 2 crazy old monk people to meet up. And I'll
You
show
can-
Valkan too, because I don't think VS knows we found these maps. So we found maps from the cartographer that died of this area, and there's all these. Oh yeah, the cartographer died.
There was a halfling cartographer named Jillian and their white dragonborn guard named Kurak that you came across months and months and months ago that seemed like they barely knew what they were doing up here in the northern wilds. You met them further south, but you came across them just outside of Gordek that had frozen solid. They have succumbed to the elements.
It's like those Mount Everest hikers.
Yeah, but I talked to them and asked them if we could take all their stuff, and they said that was okay.
You talked to them when they were dead?
Yeah, Bryn can commune with.
Oh yeah, is a
Talk to the spirits.
little ability I have. I have it from this item that I got at some point that I don't remember, and it lets me talk to dead. I can talk to plants too, actually, Ron. Can probably talk to them better than you can.
Really?
I don't know.
Usually it's very one-sided with Ron. They listen to Ron, maybe they sway in the wind. It could be yes, could be no.
Well, you should try it and see if they give me different answers from you, but I don't really see any plants, so you know.
Well, yeah, there's no plants here.
Yeah, I don't see any.
Oh, okay.
Stone speaker's crystal. I can
They're very
also
friendly,
speak
Falcon.
with animals.
No need to, be scared of Bryn.
Oh yeah, they were not like undead. They were definitely just dead.
Could have reminded them that they're dead and they should stay dead.
Oh, I told them, hey, you are dead. Is there anything I can do, like pass a message on to your loved ones, finish any unfinished business for you? What is your favorite food? That sort of thing.
And just stay where you are and don't move.
Oh, well, they can't move after spell ends. They just sort of go, and then they die again.
It's very graphic.
It's pretty cool, actually.
There's these maps. Are we,
Well, here, look, there's all these caves marked on it where anyone could, hide out up here. But I figure it would be somewhere pretty far off beaten path if they don't want to get found out by bandits. So I don't know, which of these do you think would look like somewhere your master would go?
Yeah, what does your monk instincts tell you?
Yeah. Monk instincts. Good. Very good.
For those of you studying the map, make a survival roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
11.
Survival.
9.
Hey, 21.
21. So, Ron, you're looking at the map and you're having a hard time of like reading their sort of. They're like, everyone has their own way of writing things, like notes and things like that. You're having a hard time looking in to see like, what is this? Is this supposed to be a cave? No, that's just another mountain there.
Is it like when a doctor assigns you a prescription and you have no idea what these hieroglyphics are?
Exactly. Yeah, you're not a cartographer. You don't know the standard symbols for this is a cave. There's no legend on here. Bryn, you can kind of make it out. You're like, okay, these are mountains. These are places they've been. But Valken, you're sort of looking at this and you're thinking of it of the frame of like, okay, if I was going into the mountains, right, way up here where life is hard to sustain, you look at these sort of dots of caves on the map and think to yourself, if these two sort of bumbling idiots came across these caves, if you were going to hide somewhere, you're probably not in those places. So these caves don't necessarily tell you places to look. They tell you places that aren't worth looking, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And you can sort of see that there's a clear pattern of sort of, they took an easy path, to get through here. And you see sort of caves and stuff, but you see pretty visibly, and there's a rhyme and reason to where there's a point where you really can't climb much higher and sort of survive. Think of like what you brought up, Mount Everest type things, but you see a noticeable sort of pocket, an area where they didn't travel, which might lead you to want to look there first.
So there's like an area of the map where there is nothing drawn in because we haven't been there, so there's still fog of war sort of area.
Sure.
Got it.
I will relay those thoughts of mine verbally to the rest of the people.
And that's because you rolled fucking incredible. So
I have a +1 to survival and I rolled a 20, so.
perfect.
Very well done.
Perfect. That's the second nat 20 of the night already.
Yeah,
Dice are
we're
on
wasting
fire.
them early.
I wouldn't say you're wasting them because you have a clear direction to go now. Think of how long you could have been wandering
That's true.
in the mountains,
That's true.
looking at these places. So we'll see what happens. But you, of course, I'll assume that you've come to the end of your day here. You've set up your tiny hut. You've pulled out the map outside of the elements in the safety of this sort of warm little witch hut, basically, is what you've made. out of your tiny hut.
Is it
So-
like a TARDIS situation?
Oh, you weren't
Oh,
here
no.
when she
Yeah, it
described
is-
it.
So I chose how it looks on the outside, but from inside it just looks like transparent bubble we can see through. So we can see anyone approaching. But from outside it looks like a little tiny cottage with thatched roof, and it looks very warm with some little windows with like warm light coming out, and it smells like somebody's maybe oh no, it doesn't smell on the outside, it only looks. And then there's two little chicken feet sticking out from bottom of hut, sticking into snow. But on the inside it looks like just clear bubble, but it is very warm, like we are sitting next to a nice fire, and it smells like somebody is cooking like fresh bread, like an herby bread.
Good. I feel like based on the appearance, is there like a story or something?
Oh, you have heard.
I might have come across something. I don't know.
Sorry, I was eating my rations. Tell us the story that you heard, Vulcan.
Oh, it was in a book or something. I don't know. I think it was a bad place. Like you don't want to go to the place that has the chicken feed.
Oh, it is a story of old woman who lives in woods, and if you can make deals with her, and she will give you magic for what you need. It is only bad if you try to make a bad deal or are not prepared to pay.
I thought the thing was it was always a bad deal.
No, I mean it is all about perspective. The people who got a bad deal, of course, are going to go off and say they got a bad deal, you know. But it is their fault for not making good deal.
Don't you have to like trade something with her though? Like you have to give her your soul.
Nothing is free.
for-
Nothing in life is free. Oh, you don't have to give soul. Why would she want your soul? Useless.
She's
Wait,
a,
why would anyone buy chicken feet?
she's a witch. Or...
Well, she doesn't sell chicken. Oh, she might sell chicken feet if that's what you want. That probably won't cost you anything other than money, though.
Anyway, this is kind of neat,
We had
huh?
pickled chicken feet. Pickled chicken feet are pretty good, actually. Anyways, this is my hut. I made it out of magic. Very impressive, no?
It's neat. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, if I learn more wizard magic, I could decorate inside as well. I could make look like library. I could put a little fishing pond in it for Ron. I could give you like a little dojo area to train, but I am not really that advanced yet, but I am trying.
Wait, is
Could you make
fish real? Or magic fish?
It would be a magic fish, but it would be like you are really fishing.
could you make one of those
We cannot eat
those
fish?
Well, I might be able to eat them actually, because you can create food with magic.
you ever seen those tables where like
Mhm.
there's a blanket over the table and you
Mhm.
put your feet under the table and you sit under the blanket and there's like a heating stove in the middle of the table?
Why would you put the
And you
stove
can
in the
just-
table? It will catch on fire.
No.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle, and you cook stuff on the table, or heat
Okay.
stuff up, and you can eat at the table. You can sleep at the table.
So you want a
Eat
heated
and
table
sleep.
with a
And your legs.
blanket.
Your legs are warm all the time.
You never eat where you sleep. You're always very messy.
Yeah, I don't understand. This sounds like a very bad plan.
That's the point of the table, though.
You want a place where you can go from eating straight to sleeping and never get cold. That is magic I have never heard of.
Oh.
And I've heard of lots of magic.
Well, you should look into the idea. It seems fun.
I will try to study this for you, Valkan, and then it will be Bryn's magic heated food table for sleeping and eating. We'll
Yeah.
work on name later.
It's a great name. Tells you
Oh.
exactly what you want.
Okay. Good. I will work on this.
So wait, is this gonna be like are we long resting?
Yep. This is the end of the day now.
We
At this
keep
point.
talking like this, we are.
This is the end of the day.
On-
You've traveled all along, and this is the end of your second. So this will be
I was gonna
another ration
cast,
marked off.
Create food and water.
All right.
Ooh.
And it's because we're in here. We don't need a watch, or
Unless you want one.
I mean, nothing can come in, but something could sit outside until spell ends. You know what I mean?
how long does it last?
So
8 hours, I
Uh,
believe.
Yeah, 8 hours, so probably enough to get to sleep.
That's good enough.
Yeah, I mean, a wizard could get in probably.
I only need 4, so
It's not bad ideas for someone to be on watch, I suppose, but it's not
how about
necessary.
this? We all sleep. I'll do my thing, and then once I'm done with my thing, I'll watch the remainder.
Okay, then we'll at least have heads up if anyone's outside.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
That's the plan.
All right. Make a perception check for your watch.
Okay. Ooh. 25.
25. So you are keeping watch here. You can see that, this dome on the inside, the lights are dimmed now so they can sleep, so it's not bright in here. And you're sort of just watching out. It's comfortably warm in here. After your trance, you don't see anything stirring really. And you sort of look up at the sky and see this beautiful aurora polaris. You can see the reds, greens, and blues stretching across the sky, like the northern lights.
What's an aurora polaris?
It's like the northern lights.
Thought it was aurora borealis.
I'm sure it's that somewhere.
Belarus?
Maybe in a different universe. It's probably then.
Well, we have a different name for it where I come from. Sorry, I
And
did
it's
not understand.
Sure is a shame that Bren and Ron are missing this, huh? This is neat. I guess I'll sit there and take in the sights for the rest of the time.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. It's breathtaking. Things that you would normally not see anywhere else on the continent. And you all had seen it previously before, last time you were up here. But you sort of see the colors fade as the sun starts to rise and bring light back over. The frozen wastes. At this point, you think you will reach the foot of the Mulder mountain range this day. So everyone's up and awake. I would like another D10 from somebody.
All right, spaceships away.
Spaceships away.
1.
Okay. So as you're traveling, it's still snowing, but it's light snow. It's not hindering you in any way. It's very sort of pleasant travel compared to when it was a blizzard outside. And as you're making your way towards this just mountain range that pierces into the sky itself, you see a large herd of caribou, probably about 80 or 90, probably about a few hundred yards to your right. You're sort of digging in the snow, trying to find what little plant life they can, and sort of migrating to the south.
Ooh, look at that. A good source of hides, fur, and meat.
Are you gonna go hunting?
Oh no, there's too many. Very dangerous.
Ah.
You have to find one straggler or on its own, otherwise the herd will come and protect the one and stampede you. It's just very, very nasty.
Yeah, we need like full hunting party with some hunting dogs, Should have brought a bleepus. I bet they're good at hunting. Still don't think Bryn knows what a bleepus does. Or it looks like.
You described it last time.
Yeah, my brain wasn't able to figure it out.
It's
Are they like a cow?
Yeah,
Mm,
ox.
mm. Should have brought one, then we could eat that if it gets too cold.
It's okay. Ron can summon 45 pounds of food every night. Not a big problem.
Yeah, but no offense, Ron. That food doesn't really taste.
Yeah, it's magic food, very bland, but full of nutrition. You get a lot of protein, vitamins, fibers. Yeah, it's
Sure.
very, very healthy.
Sure.
It's better than brined fish.
Hey, you take that back.
And it's
Pickled
good
fish
for
is
24
delicious.
hours. Four of us cannot go through 45 pounds of food. There's so much food.
I mean, I think Velcan could try. I've seen him eat.
Just add
I'm
some.
just saying.
Sure.
Jumping on top of things burns lots of calories, you know?
Yep. Running really fast.
Hmm.
Climbing up walls.
All right, well, let's get going.
In case you've forgotten, a Catoblepus looks like a cross between a buffalo, a warthog, and a hippopotamus with a spiked tail that looks reminiscent of a dinosaur. And covered
Yeah, I
in
still
like matted
can't.
fur.
I can't figure that out. That was not helpful.
And they smell horrible.
That part I could have guessed, but the rest of it, I can't figure that out. I'm gonna need to see a picture later.
So as you continue onward, you finally do reach sort of the base of the Moldor mountain range. The terrain has started to increase in elevation rather rapidly, and you reach sort of the base of where it's starting to be a climb for you all. And you make your way, you find like a small escarpment, a good enough place to sort of plop down your hut. And as you're sort of getting ready to set up camp, get things ready, you see a sort of dim light moving towards you all. And it makes your way they're about, at this point, 50 feet from you. They've come around the corner of this escarpment, and they're holding a torch in hand. And at first, they just look like a human up here with hides, furs, sort of enduring the elements. And then you realize it's like you took a human and just made it bigger. They're some sort of giantkin. They have long, sort of gangly limbs and a long face.
Everyone get down.
And they move towards you all, and they sort of hold their torch up and say, care to share camp?
Reveal your name.
As I say, I nudge Ron since he's the tallest of us.
Sorry, say that one more time. I missed it.
Reveal your name.
All right, I see. Kimra. What's your name?
This one is Ron.
What about the rest of your people?
I am Bryn. Bryn Hildotter.
What did he say? Is he
Kimra.
speaking common? Oh. I'm Valken.
You wouldn't mind if I stay with you all, would you?
I do
Before he
mine,
gets-
actually.
Closer, I want to whisper to Valkan. They warned us there are lots of bandits in these parts.
Yep. I'm already looking for signs of others.
So as you're talking to this person, and he's got a torch, but it's like a very low lit torch. And he's coming around trying to speak to you, and you see just to the right of them, you don't see, but you hear a creature or something rustling around in the woods.
advise you to stay where you are. And
Stay where I am. What kind of hospitality is that?
not here to provide hospitality.
I mean, the least you could do is give me some dinner.
I'll toss him a ration. Like the shittiest one I have.
Mm-hmm. He looks at it. What else you got? He smiles a sort of toothy grin.
That is it, friend.
I have this hammer that will bash your skull in. You do not leave.
Well, that's not too nice now, is it?
I'm gonna say I have this, and I'm gonna cast. Can I cast magic? I want to cast a cantrip, but not like on him. Could I cast Green Flame Blade just as like a show of force?
Sure.
Like just cast it on my javelin to be like, we know magic, motherfucker.
Sure.
As she does that, I'll say, maybe you can get something to eat from one of your friends.
So as you light your spear up, and he sort of looks at you, Valken, and looks in the direction that you have heard. You also hear pebbles, rocks falling off of the escarpment to your back. And he looks at you and says, "Now that's the problem. I think I'd rather have you for dinner." Roll initiative, everybody.
Uh-oh.
It's not for eating.
Ooh, nat 20, which is 20.
Jeez. And if you haven't opened up Forge yet, go ahead and do that because you're gonna need it.
I have
What you are seeing in now that it's all in plain view here is this is a giantkin known as a verbeeg.
a what?
Verbeeg.
Very
I've
big.
never heard of that. Very big. Oh my god, really?
They are large size, so they are bigger than you, Ron. But they look like a tall, gangly human with a really long face.
They're kind of cool looking.
Slenderman. I got a 9 for initiative.
All right, and I will get this all set up. You got a 9. What about you, Ron?
20.
That's right, you told me. My bad.
No, it's all good. You got a lot of things going on.
Bryn,
18.
18. Very well. Ron, you're first.
All right, this guy is 60 feet away. Ron's gonna cast Bless on the party
Very well.
using the beads of prayers.
You all are #blessed.
Okay.
That's a
That's
D4 to attack and saves.
D4.
It's gonna get up 5, 10, 15, move 20. Yeah, 15.
How long does blessed last?
Bless lasts for 1 minute.
Got it. Very well. Anything else you'd like to do?
That is that's it.
Gotcha. All right. Up next. None of you can see where this is coming from, but you do hear where this is coming from. And up from atop this escarpment, which is about a good 25 to 30 feet tall, a natural one. So you see a spear sticking out of the ground beside you, Valken. And another one that goes down to your feet, Bryn. Then another at your feet, Bryn. And then one that does hit you, Bryn.
I'll use my feature to add 2 to the AC.
What's your
Does it
total
still
AC?
hit? That would be 22 total.
It's what they got, so they rolled 22.
So it still hits. Okay. And that's my reaction for the turn.
You take 17
Holy moly.
piercing damage.
Oh shit, that hurt. Oh, Ron, does it look okay? Does it look bad? No,
fine.
don't.
It's fine.
Don't,
It's
don't tell
fine.
me. Don't tell me.
And you notice the sheer size, like this, like your spear is when you use a spear, you have more of a javelin now, sort of in between, but this is a spear for a large creature. Alrighty. And it came from this direction.
And it's hard to see mostly because it's dark, right?
It's dark and it's up high.
Okay.
Alright. What do you do, Bryn?
Oh, it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast. Sorry, I'm looking at to make sure things don't all have concentration. I think.
I will
Yeah, they
say that
do.
these two are sort of revealed here on the edge.
I cast mirror image
All right.
on myself.
So
And-
three Bryns.
Yep, I'm also going to use my Big Bryn energy bonus action. So 3 Big Bryns.
Is mirror image is not concentration, correct?
Correct. I just had to double check for next turn.
Do you want to see all 3 of your Bryns on the map?
I mean, not necessary unless you just
Perfect.
really want to.
Nope. That's fine with me. All right, you have 3 big Bryns around you.
If you
Anything
could
else?
put a marker or something on me just so that I don't forget, though. That'd be awesome.
Sure.
Thank you. But yeah, otherwise I'm just like the number 3 or something. Or 2 for 2 mirrors. I don't know.
Sure.
That way when one goes, I'll remember. And then that's my turn. Oh no, I mean, I'm just gonna point my javelin up at the cliffside. My javelin that's still, just for thematic, I'm gonna say still like got a little bit of the green fire on it, and I'm just gonna say, we have killed many larger than us before. I would run while you have the chance. Or this little guy is going to jump on your head and bash it in.
Very well. Up next, this is what you'd heard in the woods, Valken. There is a warg in the woods that's going to make their way this way. And they are quick.
They're big too.
They're the size of the Verbigs are also large.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, I meant to move one space closer to my friends. Is that too late?
Go for it.
Okay.
And this warg is going to try and bite you, Ron.
All right.
I would like to provide disadvantage with my shield.
And it misses. Is that your reaction to do so?
Yes, so I've
Right.
used that now.
Up next, Valken, you got a big, ugly warg in front of you.
I do. So what I'm gonna do is, where's that description here? Okay. Take out the sword, and see the sword gets enveloped by black, sort of shadowy energy, and then I do what you see me do before. It looks like I bring the sword into myself, and the shadow disappears inside me, and I bring the sword back out, and I'm gonna do the power within.
You are hasted. You have all the funness of haste cast upon you. That's your bonus action.
Okay, I'm going to then I guess I'll take some attacks against this warg here.
Okay.
Don't forget your bless bonus.
Okay. So it's a lot.
Okay.
21 plus 9.
That hits. A
Okay.
30 to hit. That definitely hits.
Okay, damage then.
Damn near everything in the book, probably.
That's gonna be 15 damage on that one.
15 damage. It is not looking as confident as it did. It ran up at great speed and sort of bit at Ron, just snarling at you, and you just slice it with your sword, and then you see just blood spill all over the snow.
They follow up with another precise strike.
Go for it.
Hopefully. Yeah. Natural 20.
Oh shit! Yeah. Hot dice. Go for it.
Okay. So that's double the dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get these too often, so I have to remember.
2 spaceships.
Yes. Yeah. That's 17.
How do you win this warg?
Whoa.
As soon as it runs up and snaps at Ron, Falcon just does 2 lightning quick strikes. I guess both of them across the throat in like a different direction. Just open it up so it drops and dies.
Forming sort of an X pattern, and or a V for Falcon. A V right in the throat and just spills out and just crumples into the snow.
And then I will.
Mhm.
After that happens, I will point the bloody sword towards the gangly guy off over there and say, "Still hungry?" And that's it.
Next, you see, not quite yet. Another one of these sort of circling around you all. And this thing moved about as quickly as you can. I guess I should have asked if there's anything else you wanted to do, by the way, before I did that, but that's okay. Because I think you still have a hasted action and a bonus action if you wanted it.
Yeah, I do. Well, no, I don't have a bonus, but I do still have one more.
That's right,
hasted.
you have a hasted action.
So
So he's not here yet. Pretend they're not.
what do I want to do? You know what? I wouldn't be me if I wasn't climbing on stuff. I think I'm going to use my sweet monk wall climbing skills. And I'm gonna, you said it's like 25, 30 feet.
25 to 30 feet.
Okay. I want to do that.
Sure.
So,
You gonna run straight up there?
yeah, straight up from where I was. So we'll say, 35 total to get up there.
And you will be about right here.
Okay.
And you see 3 more Verbigs at the top here.
Okay.
And since they're revealed, then I will remove these walls. So
It's kind of like, as I get to the top, I kind of shout down, more up here than I thought. And I guess I'll go for the guy closest to me then.
okay, go
With
for
my
it.
with my hasted. Okay. We'll go.
They all seem to be carrying spears. Couple carrying shields.
That is going to be an 18. Hit.
An 18 does hit this one. This one is not carrying a shield.
Cool. Damage. 10 damage to that guy.
10 damage.
Just kind of stand in front of him, twirling the sword.
Alrighty. Up next, as I mentioned before, Warg circling around, that's all it's going to do. Up next, this gentleman that is right beside you. It is going to try and shove you. So make either athletics or acrobatics.
Let's see which one's better. Oh, for sure. I'm gonna do acrobatics then. Do I get anything on this, Ron? Am I too far away from you?
You were definitely too far
you're
away.
Okay.
You're still blessed, but yeah, you still get the D4, but nothing for AC.
Oh, it works on this too. Cool. Acrobatics.
Oh, not acrobatics though. Just saves and attacks.
Saves and attacks. So this is a contested shove.
Gotcha. Okay. Eh,
They got
I'm
a
going.
21.
Yeah. He's gonna like shove me.
Okay, so you come up and you swing and you get purchased and he's holding his sort of his spear and he goes and just takes his hand that's like as big as your chest. Think like if you've seen, I can't think of the name of the movie. Is it Game of Death with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bruce Lee? It's like when he kicks him, his foot is like his entire torso. In that old kung fu movie, he just takes his hand and just palms your entire chest and just shoves you, which sends you tumbling backwards off of the escarpment here.
Catch me, Brent.
I need you to make an acrobatics check to see if you fall prone or not.
Okay.
And you'll be taking.
Can I catch him? Oh, I don't have a reaction, so most definitely not.
That's 14 on the acrobatics.
You sort of tumble backwards and sort of catch yourself and land.
Don't I have a thing? Hold on.
Do you?
I
It's a
do.
monk, probably.
I have slow fall.
Mm-hmm. So you can choose to take. You can choose to use your reaction if you'd like to reduce your falling damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so they shove you and you fall backwards, and you sort of right yourself in the air, and then just sort of touch down with your one fist and in your feet, and, poof, and you land, and you keep yourself from taking 12 falling damage. So they've shoved you. You've sort of rolled backwards and deftly landed, and they're gonna throw their spear at you on the way down.
Okay.
And that is a 20.
They hit.
No, it's actually disadvantage now. It's a 15.
They don't hit.
All right, so the giant or the large spear just strikes beside you. Since you see them now and you know that they're there, they don't have if anything to cancel their long range with their spears. This is what's happening there. All right, up next, this gentleman, and he goes, and he sort of looks at you, Valken, and he's like, "Oh, you really shouldn't have done that. You really shouldn't have done that. You really shouldn't have done that." And they begin to change. Their arms elongate, covered with fur. Their face becomes more broad.
Oh no.
What?
And what you see before you let me get that light back on them as they drop their torch. Is a werebear.
What? Is he bigger than a regular bear since he's like a giant?
Yeah, so normally
So
a
he's like a
werebear would
giant-
be medium. He's large size.
Whoa. I'm about to wrestle with a werebear, y'all.
And he just drops everything he was carrying. And is going to make their way towards you. I need to add them back into initiative. Since, I had to change what they look like and all that fun stuff, but...
Oh boy.
Yep, they're going to run. Towards you, Ron.
All right.
And is going to take 2 attacks. He's going to try and bite you. It's an 18.
That's a miss.
And just crunches onto your shield. These large jaws. He's going to try and claw at you. An 18.
Negative.
So it just bounds forward on all fours and then gets back up and just bites and slashes at you. And there's no coordination to this. It is just pure animalistic instinct, and they're just trying to eat you, literally. Up next, Ron.
All right.
Ron already told you. Ron is not for eating.
And Ron swings away with his mace. 25 hit.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna smite. $26 damage.
26 damage.
Ooh.
As you smack it with your smite. And sort of looks at you and sort of just makes it angrier.
Ron screams back and hits him again with a second attack.
All right.
21 hit.
A 21 hits.
Ron's gonna smite again. $26 damage again.
All right. As you strike it, it staggers back a bit, but steps back up, ready to try and rip your head off your body, essentially.
And then Ron just looks at it.
Bring it.
Next, this one is going to throw his spear at you, Bryn. 20 total. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
All right.
No. I have the mirrors.
Oh, they have to roll a D. You have to roll a D20 to decide.
I have to roll a D20. Yeah. Sorry. Oh, I don't remember how it works very well. Okay, so I roll a D20. Yeah, so it's going to hit one of the duplicates.
All right. One of your duplicates is gone.
Okay, so I have 2 left.
He's gonna throw another, but we'll miss you.
Right.
All right. This next one is gonna throw one at Valken. And this is going to be a 16 to you, Valken.
Because I'm hasted, that does not hit.
All right. And then this one is an 18.
That hits.
Okay. Oh, and you've used your reaction for the slow fall, right?
Yeah.
You take 14 piercing damage.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
another large spear just clips at your side. All right, Bryn.
I'm going to cast my minute meteors, and I'm gonna Bryn's just gonna take some little beads and toss them in the air, and then they're gonna turn into these little orbs that have like runes floating around them, and they're gonna float over my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to I think I can do this. I'd like to use my fighter ability and do action surge.
Yeah.
And then I'd like to move here and attack this bear with my javelin. And that's going to be a 10 to hit.
Misses.
And then... Huh?
Forget
Oh,
your
right.
D4s for being blessed.
Right, I forgot. 12, does that hit?
Misses.
Okay. And then I think because I'm doing another action, do I get my second attack?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll attack again. I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. You stabbed the shit out of this werebear.
So he's going to take 5 damage,
Okay.
then a wound.
Uh-huh.
Then he's going to take an additional 6 damage because I'm Big Bryn.
Okay.
Then I would like to bonus action use a minute meteor on
Okay.
him. So then he will take... Hold on, I forgot what they do. Sorry, they're new. One of my meteors does... Oh, and I'm sorry, I'm casting those at 3rd level. And because I get 6 of them, that's plenty.
If you throw it at him now, everything within 5 feet of him is going to take damage.
He's big, I can't like throw it at his backside. Like behind him.
You could, sure.
Yeah, it'll just like swoop around and hit him in the butt.
Makes a dex saving throw.
He has to make a dex saving throw. Yep.
Natural 20.
Okay, never mind on that one.
What is this? I want to see.
Oh, man. And then, that messed me up.
You can
Because I was
send one
gonna-
or two.
Oh, I can send 2. I'll send another one.
6.
Okay, so he's gonna take 5 fire damage.
Okay, that's full because he didn't save. So he
And
is
then-
taking fire damage from your minute meteor, of which you have 4 left. Make sure that you...
Oh, he saved on the first one, so he takes half.
No, you... Yes. So he took half the first time. Now
So I
you got me
should roll for that?
confused.
I'm confused. Should I roll for the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe they
So-
take half.
You're
So he would take 1 for the first one.
Okay. What else?
And
What
that
else do I
means-
have to do?
And that means I have 4 left. And then because he took wizard magic damage, I'm going to use power surge and he's going to take an extra 3 force damage.
Okay. What is power surge from?
It's a wizard thing.
How much power surge?
I just used one, and it's 3 force damage.
Perfect. All right, you're putting a dent in him. He looks bloodied at this point.
And that's literally all I can do. That was a lot.
Yeah, holy shit. You did a lot.
Okay. Like, I'm just, in case I die, I wanted to just get it all out there. Oh, and then I'm gonna spit and say I've fought bigger bears than you before. Yeah.
Bryn currently has little tiny, they look like meteors just orbiting around her, and she just sent 2 of them at this bear,
Okay.
bursting
I was
into
wondering if
flames.
Usually
she was
they're
like
like
calling it
runes.
from the sky or something. I was gonna be like, this is
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
No, they're just like orbiting me, like.
Falcon, your turn.
That's cool. Oh, okay. Well, they seem to be beating up the bear pretty good. You know what? I want to march right back up there
Uh-huh.
to the guy that shoved me off,
Okay.
and I want to slap him around a bit. So I'm gonna
Sure.
go here. We'll say what, like 35 or so.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna slide it over here so I can attack him. Maybe if the game or if this map lets me do that. Come on. There we go. Okay.
You're good. You're good. You were just lagging.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with the sword.
Go for it.
Still blessed. Or.
Yep.
Okay. I slash him with a 21 total.
That hits.
Okay. Damage.
I don't know how much damage that is. Sorry. Could you repeat that?
Yeah. Fell out of my tray. That's gonna be 14 damage on that.
Okay.
And can I spend a key point to try and stun the guy? Just a beat of 15.
Are you spending a key point? So he has a con saving throw?
Yes. Yes, stunning strike.
Got a 25.
Dang it. Okay, that's fine. Attack number 2 going out then.
Mm-hmm.
Oop. Very good. Yeah, but Matt, it's high. 29.
That hits.
Okay. Damage. Ooh, boy, the damage. It's 16 damage on that one.
All right. Looking kind of hurt.
Mm-hmm. And hasted still, so I'll take a third attack.
Yeah. Why not?
Why not? Give him another whack. Ooh, maybe not. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. Damage. Another 14 damage.
Okay. You're whittling this one down pretty hard.
Still got a bonus, right?
You do.
Let's keep hurting him. Key point for flurry of blows.
Okay.
We'll keep going. For shoving me off a rock. Let's see. 19.
That hits.
Okay, damage is 11.
Alrighty.
Last one.
It's looking hurt, looking bloodied.
Last one is also a 19 aim.
Mm-hmm.
This blessed is coming in handy. And damage on that is 8.
Not too happy about all this. As you run up the side of this escarpment, swipe him twice with your sword, swipe again, and then just elbow and kick him, and just a literal flurry of martial arts attacks on this person that took them from looking pretty good to like, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
And you hear in your head, "You're welcome."
What? Oh.
His cursed sword.
That threw me for a minute too. I was like, who else is here?
All right, up next, this warg gonna go.
Oh, my sword is DMing me.
Is gonna make their way around and attack you, Bryn. That is 23 to hit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if it hits my mirror.
You have 2 duplicates. You roll your d20. What did you get?
That is 16. I think that
And
works.
one of your duplicates is gone.
Okay, down to 1.
Down to 1.
And I need.
And you see as it sort of rush around and grab your duplicate and just sort of try and slam it to the ground and just disappears. Up next, this one sort of sees you again and contemplates shoving and realize what happened when they didn't do their job last time. So they begin casting a spell.
Oh.
And they cast in this area.
Wait, I'm using counterspell.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, did I mess something up?
No,
No, you're fine. You're fine.
they
You
waste.
wanted him to cast a spell on you?
Well,
You also
was-
can't see him from down there, by the way.
Oh,
Even though I
never
removed the
mind
wall.
then.
I was gonna
Never
hurt
mind.
him.
So-
Hurt him
Can't see
for
him.
doing it.
I'm glad that you had that little funny interjection because I remembered since I removed the wall so you could just see what's happening. But
Yeah, I
there at
can't
the
see
top
it,
here.
so never mind.
They're
You're. I hope he kills you. Have fun.
But
Okay.
what he is
I mean,
going
what?
to do is cast a spell, not on you, Falcon, but is going to cast a spell with a 20-foot radius around this point. Up. There. And they've cast silence in that area. In this 20-foot radius, any creature or object entirely in the sphere is immune to thunder damage. Creatures are deafened while they're inside it, and casting a spell that includes verbal components is impossible.
And for doing that, he's gonna get a smack.
He's gonna get slapped.
Yeah. Or he's like, "Oh, don't do that."
I have a question. Could he have smacked him anyways, even if I'd counterspelled? Because it still eats a spell slot.
I don't know.
Okay. Something we're not going to worry about. Got it.
I don't know. Go for it.
Yeah, the wording is kind of anyway. Okay, here we go. The hit is definitely going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 23 without my bonus.
Oh yeah.
And damage on that. 7.
7 damage. They
And he has to roll con, right?
passed their con save. I was just rolling it.
Dang it, that would have been awesome.
Well, hold on. I
Oh.
think because they have if they're trying to maintain concentration, they're at disadvantage.
They rolled higher in the second one. They barely made it, but they made it.
Dang it, that would have been so good. Just like, no.
So the battle's raging. This warg is like and like swiping at your mirrors. Ron and a werebear are growling back and forth, and it's just there's nothing. You're mouthing. You can't hear like the clinking of metal against shield and against armor. It's just silence. It's like in one of like completely sound deadened area. All right.
It's not. Is it? Can they not cast spells now too, or is it at a different kind of time?
They cannot cast spells that require verbal components, and they're all deafened in there. They can't hear anything.
Ah, that's cool.
He would have cast that first, but when you climbed up, he wanted to shove you real bad. So you kind of saved Bryn's meteors in her crazy turn. Otherwise, she wouldn't be able to do it. All right.
Yeah.
Up next, the werebear, and just all you see, Ron, is just this, just in silence. And it's going to swipe at you with its claw.
All right.
And that's a 23.
Yeah, that does it.
Does it hurt less because he can't hear it?
It probably hurts more.
Oh.
Because all you hear is like your heart beating in your ear. You take 15 slashing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Right. It's a nat 1.
What's the total?
Oh, I got my D4. Hold on. Let me roll that too. So the Constitution save is 8.
Okay. Very well.
Oh.
You feel a werebear slashing at you and making purchase. They're going to try and bite at Bryn.
I'm gonna have to put Ron down.
Oh, he's gonna slash Bryn. I'm gonna use. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me read Sentinel real quick.
Ooh.
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your action to make a melee swing.
Okay. Bryn, it is a 23 to hit you.
You're not supposed to tell me.
Oh, I forgot. Okay. You have mirror image anyway, so you just roll a d20.
Yeah, I'll use that.
All right, Ron's gonna attack.
I made it, so that's gonna take the last mirror image
Just
instead of me.
Wipes the mirror image and
But
go
I
ahead
think
and
he can
attack.
still
Ron.
attack. Yeah.
Okay, 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Ron's gonna. I'm gonna level 2 smite. Okay. 28 plus 5, so 33.
It's looking really hurt. Sort of looking worse for wear, bleeding through the snow, but you've enraged this creature, and they're at this point gonna go after you till it's done.
Paladins are crazy, man.
It's your turn, Ron.
Ron also answers back silently, going like, and then the last swing with the mace. 30? No, 29 to hit.
That definitely hits.
I'm just gonna smite again.
Okay.
9. 5 damage.
How much?
25.
Barely hanging on. You hit him with your mace and just see just a gouge, a mat of blood, fur, bone, and sinew just chunk taken out of their flank.
Last attack. For that's 18 plus D4. 22.
That hits.
Ron does 15 damage.
How do you end the werebear? Silently.
Silently, Ron is just screaming at this werebear, not knowing why we can't hear each other. And just right on the muzzle of the werebear just caves into its face.
Yep. Caves in, it falls to the ground, and then changes back to the Verbig that was speaking to you before. Anything else?
Ron just hulks out. He's like, "Grrr." Oh, well, not, he doesn't, you don't hear him, but.
All right.
That is all.
Up next is going to be this one, and they are going to move around. They'll have to excuse me because they can't go off the map. I'll just put them here. That's fine. And he's gonna stab you, Valken. So he's gonna try and stab you once. Oh, the natural one. It does not work. He's gonna try and stab you again. I rolled 2 natural ones in a row. Are you kidding me? We're not using that dice anymore. You're in dice jail. Up next, this other one. They are surrounding you. This one will try and stab at you with their spear. It gets an 18 to hit, which you're hasted, right?
Yeah, 18's enough. Oh.
Okay. $19 piercing damage.
Ow.
And they stab again, and that's a 23.
Uh-huh.
12 piercing damage.
Okay.
And that's their turn. Bryn. There is
Okay.
a warg there currently.
Yeah. I'm going to stab the warg with my javelin. I still have bless.
Yep.
17.
That hits.
Six damage and a wound.
Gotcha.
And I'll use my big brain damage for this turn. 3 more.
Alrighty.
And then I would like to try to shove it prone. And I've got advantage on strength, so.
It fails, whatever it is, because it got a 7,
Okay.
probably.
Nice. Yeah, I got 14 plus stuff.
Okay.
So I'm going to shove it prone, and then I'm going to attack it again with my javelin.
With
My second
advantage.
attack. $18.
It hits.
And it's going to take 5 more damage. And then I'm going
Alright.
to use my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still alive?
Yep. It's bloodied at this point.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to send a meteor. Question, do I have to see for those?
No. It's just as your bonus action, you just do it. You don't have to speak anything.
No, do I have to see the target?
You can see this one.
Because I would love it if I could hit both this one and this one. But I don't
cannot
think I
see
know
this
this
one.
one's here. Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna send one at this dude I just knocked prone, and I'm gonna send one at this dude up here.
The warg failed. And the Verbig also failed their dex saves, so they'll take max damage.
Okay.
As your swirling meteors just go off in 2 different
So
directions.
the first one on the wolf was 6 damage.
Okay. This
And then
one
the
is
other guy
burst into
was-
flames, destroying it.
The other guy was 6 damage as well.
Alrighty. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Valken.
So I got 3 dudes by me now.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait, is climbing up there possible if I had movement left?
Yep. It'd be difficult terrain, so you could get with 30 feet of movement, you would move 5 feet to here, and you would get 10 feet up the wall.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
I'll note that I'm 10 feet up.
It's on the map.
Cool.
Falcon.
Right. Okay. I will take another swing at the guy that I've already hurt really badly.
Mm-hmm. That one.
Yes. All right. Bless.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's probably not going to hit. That's 14.
That hits. They don't have a shield.
Okay. Damage. 13 damage on that guy.
Alrighty. Are they always at disadvantage? Or just in that reaction? For concentration?
Oh, ooh, that's a good question. It just says When you damage a creature that is concentrating on a spell, that creature has disadvantage on saving throws. Sounds like whenever I damage it.
They saved.
Okay. And he's still standing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll do my second attack then.
Barely at this point.
That's 18 hit.
Yes.
Right. Damage is 16.
16. Fails concentration and silence is dropped.
Okay. Why would you die though? All right, my hasted action now.
You say
This
paladins are
tonight-
OP
Well,
amongst endless waves of barraging attacks.
He's also hasted, so
yeah, I have a special sword. 19 to hit.
it has. You hear in your mind, a special sword for a very special boy.
Oh my.
It's getting
Creepy.
saucy today.
Yeah. I didn't see this part of the story coming.
Listen, we're not quite that close yet. He,
Oh my god, is he one of the swords from
8 damage.
yeah.
Boyfriend Dungeon?
This guy, you slash him once, he drops to a knee, and you keep slashing him, and then the last one goes sort of through, slashes him across the chest, and he falls. Is now dead.
Okay. Is my thing is slightly messed up. I'm seeing 2 of myself, so
It's okay.
am
You're
I right
here.
next to? Okay.
You're sandwiched in between him.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm gonna take patient defense. I'm gonna spend a key point for patient defense since I'm
Alright.
sandwiched
Ron.
between the 2.
High is that place?
30 feet.
Okay. Ron is going to move 10 feet. Bonus action, Misty Step to the top.
Perfect.
And then go to Smacktown on this giant.
Mm-hmm.
The Vulcan.
Does a, what am I rolling? A 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay, let me check how many spell slots I have left. Ron's gonna smite this guy on the left. 24 damage.
Alrighty. Jesus. It's not what I wanted there. You just misty step your way up there and you just smash the shit out of him across his side, and he throws his shield arm over.
Alright, as his shield arm flows over, Ron's gonna do like a uppercut with the mace
Mhm.
for 24 hits. I'm just gonna regular hit it for 14 damage.
All right, he's looking pretty hurt at this point.
That is
Anything
all.
else? Okay, this one's turn. They look to both of you, sees you appear right in front of him, sees over half of their sort of band disbanded, and just says in giant, "Screw this!" and throws this, it drops his shield and his spear and just takes off running.
My
Is he
sentinel
disengaged?
will not allow it.
All right, try and hit him.
All right, I'm gonna try. All right.
He dropped his
20
shield, so he has a
7
12
hit.
AC.
Oh, then I hit.
He doesn't go anywhere.
Ron hits him for 16 damage.
All right. He doesn't move anywhere, and his weapon and no weapon or shield, and just puts his hands like, stop. This one
Going anywhere.
follows suit and goes, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, and drops his shield and his spear and goes to run.
Need more reactions.
You have a reaction, Valken, that you'd like to use? He's unarmed currently.
And Valken's gonna let him go.
All right, he's gonna take off and dash. Actually, he can't because taking off your shield's an action, but he's gonna get away if you let him. Essentially,
I just want to yell after him.
yeah.
Yeah, tell all your friends not to mess with sweet justice.
Is that your turn, Bryn?
Yep.
All right.
And then I'll finish climbing up. That'll be my turn.
Yep. Valken.
Okay. I will, since we have this guy surrounded, I will say to him, now, if you play your cards right, we might just let you walk out of here. But if you want to make a problem for us, we can leave you in the snow like everybody else. So
I don't want no more problems.
Then perhaps you can be of assistance to us. How's that sound?
Anything you need, I'll anything.
All right.
We can discuss more on his turn. Ron, what do you do?
Ron speaks in giant.
Do you yield?
I dropped all my shit. Of course I do. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
All right. We would like you to answer some questions we have.
Fine, whatever you want. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
That's all.
All right. At this point, we are going to be out of initiative. The one that you let go, Valken, is going to be gone. And the one that you currently have is being held up by all of you. And that's where we'll take our break. When we come back, it seems Sweet Justice is going to interrogate one of the Verbeeg ruffians here. So don't go anywhere other than to get some snacks and stretch your appendages. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes. BRB, everybody.
The appropriate appendages.
Appropriate appendages only. Stretched.